In the year 921 CE, an Arab diplomat stood on the frozen banks of the Volga River and watched a Viking slave girl stabbed to death beside her master's burning corpse. He wrote, "I have never seen a people with a more perfect bodies, yet more filthy." This is Ahmad ibn Fadlan's account of a Viking funeral. So brutal, it shocked the Islamic world. Ahmad ibn Fadlan was an envoy of the Abbasid Caliphate, sent from Baghdad to the Volga Bulgars in what is now Russia. In 921 CE, his mission was diplomatic, to teach the Bulgar king about Islam. But what he saw on that icy journey became one of the most gruesome eyewitness records of Viking culture ever written. When Ibn Fadlan reached the banks of the Volga, he encountered a group of Rus, Norsemen from Scandinavia, traders and warriors who sailed down the rivers of Eastern Europe. They weren't the horned helmet Vikings of Hollywood, but tall, blond men armed with axes, silver jewelry, and serpent tattoos from their fingertips to their necks. Ibn Fadlan wrote with admiration and horror. He called them the most perfect physical specimens I have ever seen. But he also noted they never washed after sex, never cleaned their hands after eating, and all shared the same filthy water bowl each morning. Still, nothing prepared him for what came next. One of the Viking chieftains died, and Ibn Fadlan was invited to witness the funeral ritual. First, the dead man's ship was pulled onto land and placed on a wooden platform. His weapons, food, and clothes were laid beside him, even bread, onions, and meat, for his journey to the afterlife. Then, one of his slave women volunteered, or was pressured, to join him in death. She was given alcohol to dull her senses, and was paraded from tent to tent, where every man had intercourse with her, as part of a ritual farewell. She said to each, "Tell your master I did this for you." On the final day, the angel of death, a woman who oversaw the sacrifice, entered the tent. She gave the slave girl a drink, then strangled her with a cord, as 6 men stabbed her with daggers to finish the ritual. Her body was laid beside her master on the ship, the vessel set ablaze, and the flames roared into the sky. Ibn Fadlan watched in silence as fire consumed the chieftain, the girl, and the ship. He later wrote that the Vikings believed this would carry them to Valhalla, the hall of the slain warriors. But for Ibn Fadlan, a Muslim scholar raised in the world's most advanced civilization, the ritual was both barbaric and strangely magnificent. He recorded every detail, not with hatred, but with anthropological awe centuries before that word existed. Ahmad ibn Fadlan's eyewitness account survives in his Risala, one of the earliest written records of the Vikings, long before Europe's own historians described them. To him, the funeral showed a people caught between savagery and honor, a reminder that even the most brutal rituals were born from a human desire to conquer death itself.